And I think I got the fellas on the line right now. 832 repping. You on the line with Branded. Branded After Dark.
Yo, what up? It's your boy GI.
GI, what's good, man? Welcome to the show.
What's good? Just chilling, just a working day, just enjoying the day, enjoying the weekend.
Man, first off, Shazam's not with you, right? It's just you right here?
He's going to try to chime in later because we've been doing interviews all day, so he's still stuck on the last interview. I jumped out and jumped in.
For sure, man. Yo, I wanna first off thank you for coming to hanging out with us for a little bit on this edition of Branded After Dark, man. What's good, man? How's everything?
Oh, man, just doing H-Town, you know what I'm saying? Still keeping it grown and sexy.
And I'm pretty sure you heard me say this, you guys being a product of good music in the 90s and how it's just like you guys took the group and just really made your own, and you wasn't sounding like this person, that person. I mean, you kind of held your lane. Like, I mean, let the listeners out there know exactly, like, the emotions and everything that kind of followed with you guys doing major stuff back in the 90s, because, everybody had their own creativity back then, so it was nice to see y'all winning during that era.
Right. Well, we from day one, we've always been like the writers, so we wrote everything from day one, so we was always in the writer's chair. Now we're getting into the producer's chair, but, of course, we never want to sound like anybody else. We always want to have that different reality where people can recognize us from anybody. And we're some country boys, so I think it was kind of easy to do that. Since our language, how we talk down here,
Right.
So
and the girls seem to have loved that, right? The girls seem to kind of caught on to that real quick, though, right?
Right. We always said we wrote the lyrics for the ladies and we made the beats for the fellas. That was our right there. You know what I'm saying?
As you should. I mean, that's the art form to me. I feel like, real R&B, music. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have had this in your career, but, you probably had your, a homie come up to you and be like, yo, G.I., look, man, you didn't help me out many a nights on the relationship joint. You know what I mean? So good looking out for putting that H-Town music out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Well, but with that being said, I should have that Donald Trump money because I hear that so much. I need that chick right there.
Yo, I had a Johnny Gill show that I did last week, and we was kind of talking about, yo, you know what? If you guys had like invested into like a daddy daycare for all the babies y'all didn't help make, y'all would be rich people right now. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's all love. It's all love. I think I put it like this. One of our slogans: we set the mood for your love life.
No doubt.
We just keep going hard. We keep it growing and sexy, and we haven't let nobody detour us into going into what they're going into now, this era. You know what I'm saying? We dip and dab into it just a little bit, maybe 2% of it, but we're not all in. We H-Town all day.
No doubt. And I can't go through a whole show without definitely not just dedicating this show, but also just letting the people know that you guys had a that third member Dino was real dope on the vocals, man. It's sad that this guy's not here, and I'm real proud of you guys just continuing to push that mantle on and really just kind of like doing some stuff for his honor too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, we're keeping the legacy alive. We're keeping the H-Town legacy alive in his name, and we're just gonna keep doing what they're doing. Keep giving you more. Keep giving you more H-Town, grown and sexy. I mean, even in the future, you might hear some solo projects. You might hear we got a couple of groups we're working on. You know what I'm saying? We're exec producers in TV shows and movies now, so we're trying to get into everything.
So when you compare the 90s to how it is now in 2012, what's your opinion about not just the music but also just the marketing strategy that y'all gotta have compared to how it was back then?
Well, their marketing strategy is kind of easy. We had to hit the block. We had to go city to city. So we had to hit those streets. Now they got the World Wide Web, so they got it kind of cornered. It's kind of easy. In a sense, but it's gotten harder on the political side, on the corporate side. As far as radio airplay, as far as television, this and that and the other. So that side has gotten difficult. But other than that, they got a clean slate. If they take advantage of what they have in front of them, the World Wide Web, They can win every time if they bring in good music, you know.
Right. And I always took it as a blessing and a curse as far as online. I mean, you know, you can hate it and love it at the same time. But at the same time, on the flip side is, you know, you're able to reach to, you know, a lot of different type of listeners globally, as opposed to just you being on a station in just say Houston or in the Bay Area or somewhere like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not fixated to one lane. You actually can be able to have H-Town fans in Japan listen to what you're doing and what you got going on and hitting that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, we got the Ustreams. You know, you got so many outlets where they can see you. You know, Skype. You know, everything. So it makes it more easier to get to those fans. You know, so we do a lot of Skype. Do a lot of Skype and stuff with different radio shows and with the fans and stuff like that. We'll surprise them and do a Skype interview with them or something, hang out, you know, over Skype and stuff. But, you know, that's a part of it. What is good, though. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this for 20 years now, and we're still in the game representing, you know, along with, you know, boys Silk and Jodeci and, you know, Drew Hill and Genuine and everybody. You know, everybody's still doing their thing out here.
Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things that's always been a plus was the fact that you guys were able, and I talked about this to start the show, was able to do certain things so different than what, say, like a Jodeci was doing, or Silk, or, you know, any of the groups back in the day, because you guys had your own different type of style. Now, when you guys first got locked in with Mr. Luke Campbell, like, you know, what was his vision when he saw the three of you guys actually putting it down musically?
Right. Well, I mean, actually the vision was already set. All he had to do was put the money behind it, you know.
Word.
So we was already in that mode of what, you know, he was already the nasty man of rap, you know what I'm saying? We was already on this freaky stuff on the R&B side, so we presented, we presented it to him, and we just went from there, you know.
No doubt. I mean, so to me, was your push was like, okay, I don't want you to change up nothing that H-Town has going on right now. What we have is what we have, and, you know, and he was, you know, he was just, you know, supportive 100% about everything you guys were already doing as far as presentation and music, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, because, you know, he was our introduction. We did actually our introduction was a song we did with him called You, Me, and He. You know, that was like our debut for people to see who we were, and then we came back with Knocking the Boots.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you this, because, you know, R&B music back in the 90s, and you know, I'm pretty sure you probably talked to so many damn people, man, they probably was like, well, the 90s was like the best era of music because we had so many different people winning.
Right.
And I think that was, and that reigns true, because to me still, is the 90s. I always reach back to that era, that decade, as a decade of moments. You know what I mean? You had so many different R&B singers and groups winning. Now here we are, and you know, you got the new additions, you got you guys, you got, you know, a handful of groups that's still doing certain things. But what happened to the groups, man? Why is there no relevant groups as far as, you know, here we are, 2012. Nobody knew that popped up that's going to take the reins and run with it.
Well, I think it's a trend that the industry today is following that same trend of what they got out there right now. So it's like if you come in with real R&B, it's like they just rejecting good music, you know, because I don't see too many labels that's taking that real R&B. You know, of course, Motown just switched over, so they in a new world. So we're going to see what Motown brings, and RCA, you know, they got Brandy and Monica and all them over there, so, you know, they doing their thing. But outside that, you know, a lot of the labels have just been comfortable with this watered-down music that they've been putting out, you know what I'm saying, and just sit back like, nah, that sounds hot, but, you know, I want to hear something different. You know, I want to hear something like this. You know, they trying to compare you to one of the newcomers that's out right now. I want to hear something like that, you know. But at the same time, I see it doing a U-turn right now. It's coming back to the real R&B, you know, so they realizing that the real R&B is where it's at, and that's what's making the money, because what they put out there right now is not really making the money. Right. You know.
How do you figure it went to that point where did they just want to, when I say they, I'm talking about the executives. Now, I know you're not, you know, behind the desk, you know, at these power companies or whatnot. Did they just decide they want to try it just to see what kind of fad becomes of it? Because the reason why I ask that is because I hear it from everybody, man. They hear Knocking the Boots, and they're like, man, that's authentic music. you know, they hear Emotions. They're like, man, that's authentic music. They go down the list, and with not just your group but other groups, and then they're talking about, you know, I missed this. Like, you get so many people out there that miss this. So do you think the big wigs just decide they want to just try it for cheaper prices and see what happens, or I don't know?
It's more, it's more for the cheaper price. But then again, it doesn't make any sense because you're paying all this money in the radio, and now you should be putting that money into your artist. So it doesn't make any sense. And it's kind of backwards. You know,
True.
You put more money into making sure your records are played on the radio than you do into making sure you bring out good product. You know, so it's kind of backwards. And that's where China is right now. It's kind of sad though, but it's still a fight. We're gonna fight it to the end. You know.
No doubt, because you know, for somebody like yourself and the group, and remembering everything that Dino was a part of as well. Like, H-Sound to me is always going to be relevant because you guys were creative in your own right. You guys, again, and I will stress this, people out there listening, these dudes didn't want to sound like Jodeci and all these other groups out there. They sounded like themselves because they had talent. There's a lot of people that, let's just keep it solid, like they're not as talented, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to try to reach for or sound like, you know, other people, you know what I mean? But I'm just, you know, or they're going to use auto-tune as a crutch for their whole entire song, and that's not how you get down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's another thing. Like, we did a song and we said something like Jodeci, we basically throw it away on the cutting floor. Like, nah, we ain't using that. That sounds too much like Jodeci. That sounds too much like so-and-so. You know, because that's one thing we wanted was that originality where you can't, like, say, who is that? You know what I'm saying? You know who it is when you hear an H-Town record. You know who it is when you hear a Jodeci record or a Silk record. You know who they are. You know, today, you don't know who nobody is. Everybody sounds like the same person.
Right.
So that's kind of the confusing part. Now, I don't mind people using auto-tune, but don't use it 100%. like that's your dialogue.
Right, exactly. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, man. I didn't heard songs where they use it for the whole song, and I'm like, wow, really?
Exactly.
G.I. of H-Town is here on Branded After Dark, and if you don't mind, man, I'm gonna run Knocking Heels, and we're gonna come back and I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions.
For sure.
All right, we got my man G.I. right here on Branded After Dark. We're gonna go ahead and run this new ill joint, Knocking Heels, and we can come right back and we're gonna throw some more. Hey, right here, Branded After Dark. My man G.I. of H-Town is in the building. Oh boy, man, they don't make joints like that no more, bruh. Like, oh boy.
Well, we're trying to give it to him. We're trying to give him to him. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying? Why if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know?
There you go. You can also hit up H-Town on the website at www.htown4ever, that's number 4, ever.com. You can also follow him on Twitter, and actually I just started following you. I totally didn't check that. Actually, you got your own separate joint, too, so I'm way late to the party, so I'm my bad.
Yeah.
Follow him at H-Town for Life on Twitter, HTOWN, the number 4, Life on Twitter. G.I. also has a Twitter at G.I. Jackson, just like it's spelled. And Shazam has one as well. Shazam, Shazam Connor, Conner. Hit him up. Make sure you go ahead and show your support. And man, projects, man. I mean, what's on the horizon for you guys? I mean, albums. When can we see the single on iTunes and all that stuff, man? What's good?
Well, we just dropped a new single. We just leaked it to the internet. We got a new single we just leaked called "Number One Friends." You know, that's that's something that we wrote about, because everybody's now hooking up over the internet. You know, they meeting their girlfriends and boyfriends, and some of them meeting their husbands and wives on the internet. So they hooking up. So we decided to do a song called "Number One Friends" and dedicate it to that situation. You know, because social network is so huge right now. You know what I'm saying? It's huger than porn, you know.
Wait, it's huger than porn? Are you serious?
Yeah. It's never been huger than porn, so that's amazing. And a good thing too, you know. So
no doubt.
So so we're working on that, and we're working on a new album. You know, the new album's gonna be called Child Support. And, you know, we got that from the fans, too, because everywhere we go, you know, somebody else comes to me, y'all hold us child support. I mean, 4 kids.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? So, there it is. The name of the title out, child support.
No, are you serious, man? You didn't have dudes come up and be like, man, because of your song, I done got in trouble. Now I got to pay child support. No.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna give him another baby making music album so he can play make some more keys.
So this song right here, that we just played, Knocking Heels, and how did that collaboration with Jodeci kind of come up?
Well, we've been touring a lot with Casey and JoJo on the road a lot, and actually we was in London when we played that song. We let them hear it in London. It was actually just us on it. And then, they heard it and they was like, man, shit, but get on that motherfucker, we down, you know what I'm saying? So then Casey and JoJo jumped on it, and then Devontae and Dalvin heard it, and then everybody jumped on it. So then it came with Jodeci. It was Casey and JoJo joined it first, and then it came featuring Jodeci. Once they heard it, once the other members heard the song. So, it all came together the way we wanted it to,
Man, that's iconic 1990s alumni type music, man. That kind of took me back there real quick, like 10 years ago plus. You dig? So I was like, woo, that's it right there, though. That's it.
We wanted to bring some of that flavor back, So we wanted, that what people like from us, and they love from H-Town, Jodeci, and everybody. That they love that R&B, the 90s R&B. So we wanted to give them that feel back, that kind of vibe, with a little up-to-date twist, but not too much where we run from ourselves, so we can only be us,
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, is there, with Child Support, is that going to come out this year, or you guys are still kind of working on some of the things you got in store for it?
Yeah, we're still working on an album. We're trying to, we never drop an album until we give you our best. We don't give you half an album. Every album you got from H-Town, you can listen to from front to back. You know what I'm saying? So we try to keep that going, and until we find those best 16 songs that we ready to present to the world, we're just gonna keep teasing everybody with new singles.
There you go.
Yeah.
And one thing that's always cool to be able to just kind of be a part of when it comes to stuff. And I mean, a lot of people always talk about the 90s and everything like that. I mean, right now listening, and I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it via Twitter and a lot of things. It's like, man, we got so much global love for H-Town, and not only that, is the global love real thick for H-Town, you got your peers. The fan base of New Edition is really turned up tonight. Like, I mean, they always come rock out with me on these stations because I do like a New Edition radio every other Sunday. So, you got them by the tons tonight. So is anything you want to say to the NE fans and New Edition in general tonight?
Oh, no doubt. Shout out to the NE fans, those are our brothers, and those are some, we're real good friends with them, but those are some cats that we really looked up to as well. And they, a lot of us, they drive us to keep doing what we're doing. We're saying that they've been doing this for like 27, 28 years, so they're ahead of us. We just at 20 now, in the game, but they've been doing it 28 years, and they still doing it and selling our shows. And, we just, that's our motivation to keep it going and keep the H-Town legacy going and just keep it moving, And they put in a lot of work, and they deserve everything that they're getting right now, So shout out to New Edition, those boys, and we're right behind y'all. We're going to keep this 90s thing going. It's growing sexy R&B, and that's what it is.
That's what's up. Yo, a couple more questions before I let you go. And, one, I can't let you leave or do anything without asking this question because, we ran, classic H-Town joint, a thin line between love and hate. So my question is there really a thin line between love and hate?
When you're doing wrong, yeah. When you're doing wrong, when you're doing that dumb shit, yeah, it is. You know what? Let me tell you a story. We actually, Martin, people called us, I kept in touch with Martin and all his people, And when they called us to do that song, I was like, dude, we can't touch, that's a classic. We cannot touch that song. I mean, we second guessed that. Like, at first we were going to back out and not do that song, But, we said, okay, the only way we can do this song is y'all let Roger Troutman produce the track.
There you go.
So, Roger came and blessed the track. And actually, if you really listen to it, you can tell that we learned the song as we go. We learned it line for line and recorded it. We did not know that song when we was recording that song. So we learned every song. We learned everything line from line and recorded line from line. Okay,
wow.
That. Okay, get that. Okay, let's lay that down. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the classes that you just don't want to touch no class unless you're gonna do justice to it. And,
no doubt.
By the grace of God, everybody, we nailed it. We made it H-Town. We made it. We gave it our twist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And like you said, not too many people can really touch authentic songs from, you know, classic days, you know what I mean? And y'all did outstanding on that. And the reason why I had to throw that out there, man, because, you know, in relationships, R&B, you know, that shit go hands in hand, man. Let's keep it solid. You know, it's always a part of it. So, you know,
that's why we try to help y'all out. That's why we try to help y'all out. We give y'all this love making music. We try to help y'all out. We try to ease the pain, try to make it easier. You don't have to say much. Just put on an H-Town CD. You know?
So any advice you can give the fellas out there that royally screwed up relationships and now they got their wife or their woman just really hating on them right now? Is there anything they could do depending on the situation going on? Like they could be able to fix it according to GI?
Yeah, they can always fix. They can always fix it. You know, and that's what we did. That's what we did. The ladies edition CD, and that was strictly dedicated to the ladies, and that's like one of our big sellers right now. That CD, all the CDs are still selling to this day, which is blessing. You know, not too many artists get that. All their CDs are still selling, and you know, and then they have a variety, a wide audience like we do. But yeah, you pop that H-Town CD in, and you know, the champagne and the whipped cream, and do what you do.
Yeah, it depending on the magnitude of your fuck up, like bottom line is you can always salvage it, but if it's something that you just really can't come back from, learn how to walk away, baby.
Yeah, you know, and shout out to my boy Kevin Gray, you know, for hooking this up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Now, Kevin Gray is the man when it comes to just, you know, just he has a huge passion for real music, and that's one thing I can respect about that dude. And honestly, man, is you know, just being able to kind of have you here and many others that he's helped me with throughout the year or so, man, it's been a blessing for real. So, you know, I'm definitely appreciative. And before I let you go,
all day.
Before I let you go, make sure that people, like, you're real active on Twitter, right? I can kind of tell, just looking through some of your tweets. People can follow H-Town right now at H-Town for life. That's the number 4. Yeah. But also, step your follow game up for GI's personal Twitter at GI Jackson, just like it's spelled.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on that 20. You know what? That's like my second. That's like my. You know, we wear all the hats in it. You know, that's like my second job. You know, we're here singing, we're here writing, we're here producing. We over here handling all the social networks. You know, I handle like about 40 social networks by myself. You know, so when we're not on the road or I'm not on that stage, I'm in a hotel on 2 laptops.
There you go.
You know, so I'm working. You know,
man, you're over there double dipping, boy. You sound just like me, man. Like you can never have one. Like you got a laptop, an iPad, you got your iPhone. Like you're good.
Exactly. You know, what I'm saying? That's this job. You know, people complain they 9 to 5, but you know, in this job our job is 24/7.
No doubt. No doubt.
It's 24/7. It's 24/7 grind. We got to keep giving you that good music. We got to keep coming up with great ideas, and keep giving you that great performance, you know what I'm saying? By the way, you know, H-Town, you know, we out here on the road, we touring, and we're going to be coming to a city near you very soon. You know, a tour's being put together right now. I can't say who's all on it right now until the ink is dry. But most definitely, we're coming your way very soon.
Can I also be a part-time publicist real quick? For people that want to book H-Town, all you got to do is go to the website, www.htownforever.com. You can also call Real Talk, Real Business. Call this number, area code 832-250-7205 if you want to book H-Town, GI, Shazam.
Yes, sir.
Perfect timing right there. You especially it's summertime too, people, you know what I'm saying? Get your 90s vibe on, baby. Go ahead and book these guys and get it popping, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Call us up. We're ready to come to y'all cities, you know what I'm saying? A lot of cities that we don't know about. There's so many cities out there. We're going to new cities I never heard of in my life. I'm like, huh? You know, like what is it, Yahoo, Mississippi? You know, we will come anywhere. You know what I'm saying? If this fan said we'll come, we don't care where it's at. You know.
There you go. Yo, I'm trying to get you out here to the Bay, bruh. So we definitely got to make sure we link up real soon, man. We got to get you out here, straight up.
Oh, cool. Let's make it happen. You got the contacts right there. So let's make it happen.
I do, live and direct. And I want to thank you, bruh, for coming on, hanging out with us. And before we let you go, you know, it's been 3 years since Michael Jackson passed away, man. I got to definitely get your thoughts and your opinions and your feelings about everything that is Michael Jackson.
Well, you know, we was there. We was actually there for the BT Awards as well, you know, and that happened. So, we saw everything firsthand, what's going on, how people were feeling, but most definitely Michael was a great influence in our lives from the age of 5 to 4.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was like the biggest idol. He paved the way for a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, to get to. I think he's the first black artist on MTV. You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
He paved the way for us. He paved the way for us to get to MTV. You know what I'm saying? The crossover. So and to this day he's not here, but we still honor him and we still live up to trying to get where he's made it to. Because that's a big ladder to climb.
No doubt.
He's crossed way over. We got Japan, we got London, but he got those Japan fans that. The ones that you won't see on a regular, like where the hell did they come from? You do a Michael Jackson concert, it's like 200,000 people out there, versus 20,000 people that come to our show.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, one thing that was crazy about Mike, man, and his fan base was, it was worldwide, man. People was in tears, and they would just go crazy over this dude, and that's the magnitude of what he meant to so many people on a level like music, man. You got to remember, man, this dude started at the age of 4, 5, man, and he was making hits then, you know what I mean? And then, you speed it up 20, 30 years later, 40 years later, and that man was still making hits.
And if he took your song and remade it, it ain't your song no more.
Exactly. Straight up, bro. Straight up. Man, you got to come back and hang out with us again, bro. You definitely do, man.
No, we're going to do it again. We're going to keep in touch, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's listening, you know what I'm saying? H-Town's in the building, and we ain't going nowhere. We're 20 years in there. We're trying to do 20 more years.
No doubt. Yo, I'm following you on Twitter, so hit me up at iambranded, and definitely I got your map so we can, link up on getting you down here to the Bay Area, man. But, hey, blessings to you. Make sure you let Shazam know that, you know what I'm saying, not just the Bay, but worldwide. You got so many fans that's turned up for the H-Town movement. Yeah. And whatever I could do on this station and other avenues, man, I'm only a tweet away or a phone call away, my dude. So just get at me.
Okay, no doubt. I mean, I gotta get you that joint, the new joint, Number One Friends. If you ain't got that one already, I gotta get that one. Okay,
I got it.
Make sure you rock.
Hey, yo, I'm rocking it right there. I'm about to rock it right there.
That's what it is.
Hey, G.I., man, blessings to you right here. Hey, without further ado, my man G.I. wants his track, Number One Friend. You got it. Branded After Dark. Blessings to you, G.I.
Peace.
Nexxlegacy.